Hey everybody, it's Eric Magnus here, and in this video I want to cover how to download and install the new Xagio AI Chrome extension and then how to use it in different scenarios. So all you have to do is log into your Xagio account and you should notice a new Google icon here, and if you click on that it's going to upload this modal and you can click on download extension and that will take you over to the Chrome Web Store where we are now live, and you can simply click on the Add to Chrome button and then click on Add Extension, and that's going to download the extension to your Chrome browser. Now if you want to feature that, you can click on this little puzzle icon, okay? You can pin it and then you can drag it around to wherever you want to. Now, because you're signed into your Xagio account, the Chrome extension will work. So we're going to now cover the different features of the Xagio AI Chrome extension when it is installed and activated. So one of the first things you'll notice if you go into your ChatGPT account at chat.openai.com is you will see the Xagio extension loaded on top of your ChatGPT interface. Now, if you're not signed into your Xagio AI account, you're going to simply click on sign in and then sign in with your username and password. And once you are signed into your Xagio account and you refresh your ChatGPT account, you'll see that you are now signed in and there's a couple of different functionalities available. But before we cover what you can do inside of ChatGPT, I want to cover what we can do with the Xagio AI Chrome extension. So for this example, I'm going to log into the WordPress area of one of my websites, Tree Services Pensacola. And you can see I do have Xagio installed and activated here. So I'm going to go down to my pages and view all my pages and scroll down to this draft and click on the edit mode. So we already have the Xagio AI, which will allow you to write content for your posts based on the optimization of them, which is based on the keyword research and clustering that you've done. But we wanted the Chrome extension to take over from there, where sometimes you'll find that the content that the Xagio AI writes isn't quite what you want or isn't quite what you need. So now what you can do when you have Xagio plugin installed and the AI Chrome extension installed is just highlight whatever text it is that you want to make edits to and right click, and you'll notice you now have the Xagio AI entry. You can click on that and that will actually open the AI Chrome extension and insert the text that you highlighted. Now from here, you can choose what you want to do. Choose your ChatGPT version. I'm going to choose 4. You can choose the operation that you want to use. Now we preloaded a bunch of different operations, but you can also specify your own command by just typing. So for instance, write a more detailed version of this, okay? And you would simply press enter and that creates a custom operation. So once again, you can select from various tones or create your own, select from various styles or create your own, and choose what language you want to run in. Now, when you click send, that is going to send that command into ChatGPT with the Xagio AI Chrome extension in place, and it's going to do what you asked it to do. But the nice thing is, as this is writing, I'm actually going to go back to the page so that we can watch. Our text is still highlighted here for us, but when this is done writing, it's actually going to replace the highlighted text for us. So I'm just going to let this finish and we can watch it replace. Okay, it's done. Now, if we go back to the other tab, you can see now that the highlighted text has been replaced with what was written inside of ChatGPT without the need for you to copy and paste. Now you can do this again and again with new text. You can choose other text. You can even choose text that's anywhere inside of this, meaning inside of your page editor. If you're using Thrive themes or Elementor or Divi or any other text, you can even have it replace text in those pages. So for instance, if I go back to all pages, and I use Thrive editor, I'm going to open Thrive Architect, which is the theme builder for that. Okay, I'm going to close this and this so that we can see. We have text here that is on the page in the builder, but I can even highlight certain text here, okay? And because I'm highlighting it on the page, when I right click and use the Xagio AI prompt, I can say, okay, I want it to rephrase on ChatGPT 4, and I'm just going to click send. Okay, there you go. You can see it is going to load up the text that I used, and it's going to rephrase that little section of text for me and write it out in ChatGPT 4 because I chose that model. And then it updates that text for me so I don't have to copy and paste. So the next way that we can use the Xagio AI Chrome extension is to actually write content for us from a different source other than something that we own or that we are creating. So for instance, let's say tree trimming in Pensacola. Okay, we're trying to write content for that, but for whatever reason ChatGPT is not giving us what we need. We could just simply search this in Google. Okay, and then visit a website, any URL. Okay, and when you see a piece of content that you like, okay, you're obviously not going to want to lift content, but what you can do is highlight the content on anybody else's URL. Okay, and you're going to once again click the Xagio AI Chrome extension to open up the window. Okay, and then tell it what you want it to do. Rephrase it, rewrite it, right? Rewrite. Okay, so I'm going to have it rewrite this content for me. I'm going to send that into ChatGPT. Okay, and it's going to take the content off a site that we don't own because it's well-written content, and we're asking for it to rewrite it because we don't want to plagiarize anybody's stuff. Now, the only difference when you're taking content off a site that you don't own is we obviously can't put that into the site that you're working on, whereas when you're working on a site that you own and you have the Xagio plugin installed, meaning the actual Xagio plugin, which I'll show you on the left menu here. Okay, so that's the Xagio plugin. This is the Xagio AI Chrome extension. When you have both installed, the copy and paste function is handled for you. But when you're just taking content off any other URL to either rewrite it or tell maybe Xagio to put, or the AI Chrome extension to put it into syntax format, whatever, okay, we're not going to copy and paste for you because we don't know where you want it to go, but it will do the job for you of rewriting someone else's content. Okay, and say for instance, let's do this again. I'm going to go Xagio AI, and this time I'm going to do a custom command. So, I didn't supply a GPT version, so rewrite into syntax format. Okay, enter, and then click send. And there it will load up. Enter the custom command with the custom text that we pulled from an external URL. Okay, and here we go. It's writing syntax for me based on content that we used on someone else. So as you can tell just from those few examples, there is a lot of ways that you can use the Xagio AI Chrome extension on your own sites, or you can even use the Xagio AI Chrome extension to help you with content that you're grabbing from other sites. All right, so the next part of the Xagio AI Chrome extension are the prompts. And you'll see along the top panel here, we have Xagio prompts, we have community prompts, and we have some personal prompts. So what Xagio prompts are, they're different prompts that the Xagio team will use and we'll write them, right? And then we'll put them into the account for you guys to use as prompts. So for instance, if I was to say, give me 4 weeks of content, I could read the description, generates 4 weeks of available content for a specified keyword. So I could choose that prompt. You can see there's the prompt loaded. Now it asks me for the keyword. So I can say weight loss for men over 40, and then just click on enter, and it's going to run that command for me. Okay, now we have 4 Xagio prompts. We will add more, and Xagio prompts are going to be free to use for anyone that has a Xagio account, free or above, free or paid, okay? Now, community prompts is a little bit different. Community prompts are prompts that are being submitted by the users within the Xagio community. So if they have prompts they like to use, they can go over and create a prompt inside of their personal area, and when they create the prompt, they can choose to select submit this to the community. Now, the incentive to submit a prompt to the community is that we are going to reward highly rated and highly used prompts with things like merchandise, AI credits, keyword credits, Xagio, stuff like that. We haven't quite worked it out yet, but anyone that submits their own prompts that other people start using a lot, we are going to reward you. And you'll be able to see how well a prompt is being rewarded simply because you can vote a prompt up or down and see where the votes are currently at. And we'll also add usage statistics so you can see how many times prompts are being used. So community prompts are only going to be available to anyone with a paid Xagio account. That means Lite, Pro, and Agency users will be able to access community prompts, whereas free users are only going to be able to access the Xagio prompts. Free users will be able to see the community prompts, but they're just not going to be able to use the good stuff in the background. Right, so now for personal prompts, you already know that you could create and submit personal prompts to be used in the community, but you don't have to submit them to the community, which means you can create and save your own personal prompts, which you can quickly refer to later on if you use the same stuff quite often. So to create a prompt for your own account, you're just going to click on New, and you are going to give it a name and a description so that if you do submit it to the community, they know what it is and what it does. Okay. And then I think it's better to really write the content first. So that's kind of like the command that you're sending into the Xagio prompt. So like generate 10 SEO titles for something keyword. And then this little input is actually going to be a custom instruction based on this right here. So if the best way to explain this is to give an example. So I have my own personal prompt shared with the community, perfectly formatted Q&A schema. So you can see the name is perfectly formatted Q&A schema. The description is this prompt will generate 7 to 10 question and answers on any topic you supply and format them into JSON LD based schema for copy and paste. Now, the content is write properly formatted Q&A schema type for 7 to 10 popular QA questions related to input. Now, the input is something that you're going to show to the user that they replace. So I say, enter a topic, example, cold weather roofing, weight loss for men. That input gets replaced with this. So for example, okay, if I was to load this prompt, you can see perfectly formatted Q&A schema. All you have to do is read the prompt. Enter a topic, cold weather roofing or weight loss for men. So once again, if we edit this, what it's showing is the instruction for the end user, whereas this is the command to ChatGPT, and we include the custom instruction from the user. So you want to create the name, the description, the input placeholder that the user will see, and then the custom instruction for the AI to write based on the user input. So once you're done creating that, okay, you'll have the community on or off. You save prompt and it will show up in your personal prompts. And once again, if you don't submit it to the community, it's only for you privately. But if you do submit it to the community, then people will be able to reward it. We will report usage statistics on it, and the highest rated and the highest used prompts will start receiving really, really good incentives such as merchandise or AI credits or keyword supremacy credits or credits to anything that we own in the software. So we'll definitely be able to start rewarding people who are submitting prompts to the community that are very, very popular, very helpful, and we'll know that based on the voting and the usage statistics. So on that note, if you use a plugin called AI PRM, you'll notice we took a lot of inspiration from them to be able to build this within the Xagio system. But there's one thing I will note: if you are running AI PRM and Xagio together, they will not work together. So I highly suggest that you simply deactivate one or the other from your Chrome extensions, depending on which one you want to use. If you want to use Xagio, deactivate AI PRM temporarily. And if you want to use AI PRM, deactivate Xagio temporarily. So that is how you use the Xagio AI Chrome extension. If you have any questions or comments, please post in the Facebook group or post below the video on the page that this is on, and we will see you guys soon. I hope you absolutely love this as this community grows. I think we're going to be able to start adding more new great features like categorizations, different types of prompts, and this is just the start. So once again, this is the worst that it will ever be, and hopefully it's good enough for you at this point. We'll talk to you soon.